Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, James, for the introduction. So my name is Susan. I'll be taking you through this module, like what James has said, that I've been helping students with advanced management principles for the past, I think 2.5 to 3 years or so. So I hope we are going to have fun. We are going to learn a lot. I hope also that you'll be very free to ask where you don't understand, if you have any questions or anything. So what I'll do now is I will share a screen. We won't be long, it's just introductory. I just want you to understand what advanced management principles is all about. So I think in 30 minutes we should be done. So I'll just share what I prepared for the introduction. So the module is called Advanced Management Principles, and it has 6 main topics that we'll cover. There is a lot in each topic, so don't be deceived to think it's an easy module. It is not. So we have the introduction. There is a lot in the introduction. We'll be talking about management in general. And then we will look at the business environment. On the business environment, we look at issues such as systems approach, SWOT analysis, and so on. Then we also have functional areas of management. The functional areas of management, we'll look at 5 main ones, although I always like to add a 6th one, which is not in your study guide, but the 5 that are there in your study guide is operations, logistics, financial, human relations, human resources, and marketing. And I always like to add information technology because of the world that we are living in, which is so advanced in terms of technology. Then we also have tasks of management. That's the 4th chapter, tasks of management. Here we'll be looking at management duties, the levels of management, the competencies, the skills that management are supposed to have. Then, of course, because we are undertaking this course, it is not always so that we are going to work for someone and be a manager in someone else's organization. It is also that we can be entrepreneurs and be managers of our own businesses. So we are going to look at entrepreneurship. What is it? The role of entrepreneurship in the economy, the different types of businesses that you can open. Then lastly, we'll look at business planning. On business planning, we are simply looking at how you identify opportunities to have a business. How do you conduct a feasibility test to check that this business idea is feasible? We also do a viability test, and we should be able to develop a business plan by the time we are done with business planning. So these are the areas that we are going to look at. And as we go through, you will notice that I like to use practical examples, realistic examples that we come across on a day-to-day basis. This is because I have noticed that when you have realistic information, even in your essays or in the examination, you are likely to pass more than if you just throw back the theory that the lecturer gave you in the study guide, or the theory that is there on internet that you have Googled. We want you to be able to apply each and every topic in a realistic sense. That way, I assure you, you'll be able to make an impact with your work. I have already been given the assignment. that you are supposed to submit. So we'll have a class, I think in 2 weeks' time, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to confirm, but we are going to have a class where we do the assignment together. I will assignment. I'll bring a sample answer that I would have prepared. Then we'll go through it together. I'll be giving you hints, tips, how to answer, how to reference, how to come up with that whole document. And I'm going to send you that document so that you use it as your guideline if you are attempting your assignment. So look forward to that one. You can't miss the assignment class. You can't miss that one. Then towards mid-March, end of March, we will then start exam preparation, because the whole point of us meeting like this is for you to pass. We want you to pass, and to pass well with the distinctions in this module. So we start preparations early. We look at the past papers. We look at how the examiner asked the question, what were the tricks there, how you are supposed to answer that, and so on. So we are going to cover quite a lot in this semester. So today I've just prepared for you a few items, because this is advanced management principles. We are talking about business. So what I have prepared is simply an introduction to business. What is it that we call a business? I've given you 3 definitions there. The first one is very simple. It says that a business is a commercial activity. But what is a commercial activity? What do we mean when we talk of commercial activity? So I've given you 2 other definitions. That it's an institution that is established for the purposes of profit making. So if you start something with the aim of making profit, we call that a business. And then the last definition is that it is an organization that provides goods and services in an economic system. We are going to go further into that when we look at the business environment, which covers the economic system. I think that should be next week or the week after that. Then, so when you undertake a business, when you start a business, the whole point is to make profit. You cannot just start a business and run losses and losses. Every month you are putting your own money into that business, then it ceases to be a business. So when you are running a business, you want to make profit. You want to have a benefit out of it. And what is profit? How do you know whether you are making profit or you are not? So a profit, this is simply the income that you are left with after you settle all your costs, after you pay for all your costs. So whatever you have bought, whatever you have invested in, when you pay for all that with the income that you generated, that which you are left with is what we call profit. In accounting terms, they will tell you profit is total sales less total costs. So you take all your costs, you take all your income, you subtract. If you are left with something, then it is a profit. If you are left with nothing and you have had to cover using your own other finances, then we call that a loss. And costs are numerous within an organization. We have a number of costs. We have production costs, we have operating costs, we have labor costs, we have capital costs. Because as you start a business, you start with the capital cost. You want to have the machinery that you are going to use. You want to rent a warehouse. Those are the operating costs. You want to have you want to buy raw materials. You want to pay the people who are going to work. Those are all your costs. And once you cover all those costs, then we then say this is now a profit if you are left with anything after that. So the three questions that you ask yourself as you start a business, as you undertake a business, is what is it that you must supply? We have so many ideas. Every one of us, I assure you, we all want to have a business.
You can watch your Papa City.
There's someone with a baby. Okay, let me mute here. Okay. I think it was either user or it was Lindy. Okay. So we can go ahead. I was saying, we are going to go deeper into this when we cover entrepreneurship. But in simple, when you want to start a business, you are asking yourself, what is it that you want to supply? I was saying every one of us here, I'm very sure, if not all of us, maybe 95%, we all aspire to have a business. We all wish we could have our own business and not have to work for anyone and just make our good money, have people work for us. But why is it that we are not all in business? It's because some of us are still wondering, what is it that I should supply? What is it that I can start with? What? And then from there, you need resources. How are you going to supply that service or that product? How are you going to produce it? How are you going to make it? And then where are you going to sell? So those are the critical questions that you ask yourself as you want to enter into business. Like I said, for now, hold that thought. We'll cover this more when we talk about, when we cover entrepreneurship. We are going to cover this in more detail. So in the economic system, where we do have what we call a circular flow, this just shows how money moves between individuals and businesses. So on the left, is it left? Yes, on the left-hand side there, you've got individuals, and on the right-hand side, you've got businesses. Now, what is it that individuals provide to the businesses? If you look at that green bottom line there, it's showing that individuals, as the people, we are providing businesses with labor. And then the businesses, what is it that they are providing us? They are providing us with goods and services. So as much as we are the same people who supply them with labor, but we are also the same people who go and buy their goods and services. And then in the inner part there, you find that businesses, they then give income to the individuals as payment for the labor. So as you work, you are giving this green line here to the business in the form of labor. The business will pay you a salary in the form of income. Then the business will provide you with goods and services, and you take that same income and you take it back to the businesses in the form of expenditures. So at the end of the day, this circle, it goes on and on and on and on. And the one who is going to be wealthy is the one who spends less than what they would have gotten. So if, as an individual, you get a salary and you are able to spend less than your salary and you remain with something, then you are now building your wealth. But if you are a business and you spend money on providing goods and services, and then the people, when they buy from you, you remain with something, then you are also building your wealth there. So this is, we just call it the circular flow of the economy. Now, we're still talking about the businesses. And there was that slide where I asked questions, what, how, and where I was talking about you wanting to have a business, but you are wondering what is it that you should sell? How is it that, how are you going to produce it? And where are you going to sell it? Now, as in every business, we have what we call factors of production. These factors of production, there are 4 of them, and they are all working towards a business running successfully. So what you need if you want to be in business, if you want to produce something, are these 4 factors of production. You cannot start any business, you cannot run any business without the factors of production. So you need to master them. There are 4 of them. The first one is what we call natural resources. You find if you open some old books, old textbooks, they used to call it land. So it's still the same thing, land or natural resources. So as you are embarking in business, you need land or natural resources. So natural resources, these are the things that Mother Nature has just is provided for us. Yes, we can take the land and we convert it into a building, we build something, we build a structure there, we still consider that to be under the land or under the natural resources. Now remember, land can be converted. I've given an example there, that oil, you mine oil, then once you have the oil, you can convert it into fuel, into diesel, into petrol, then you sell that. And then we have the renewable resources. These are like the animals, the vegetation, you can grow more plants. If you are into farming, we call those renewable, because every year you can grow your potatoes, another season you grow potatoes again, and so on, and you harvest. Or your animals, you can reproduce as they become more and more, you are reproducing, those are renewable. So if you start with maybe 10 cows, you might have 20 in a year or 2. But the non-renewable resources, once you use it, you cannot recover it. So the 2 examples of non-renewable land or non-renewable natural resources that we have is minerals and there is land. So if in your mine, if you have a mine and in your mine there is 10 tons of diamonds, if you mine 1 ton, you will always have less that is left. Whatever you have taken out, it will not reproduce, it will not be more. The same thing as land. If your land is 10 kilometer squares, if you build something on 1 kilometer square, you will never recover that land. If you have used it and you cannot extend it. So these are the natural resources, or what we call land. So remember, if you are talking about factors of production and you say land, you are not saying land per se as in the ground. You are talking about all the resources that can be used in a business. Then you also need capital. I know many people, this is where we find our excuse for not having a business. We always say we have the idea, we have everything. All that we are lacking is capital. Now, this is usually the financial assets that we put into a business. This is the backbone of the business. This is what we use to start the business. So you can start with the capital in the form of money, then you buy assets, you buy machinery, you buy raw materials, you buy this, But that money which you started with, we call it capital. And you need capital for you to have a business. You need capital, you need land. You also need labor. There is no business that can run without people, no matter how technical it is. Even now that we are so advanced in technology, we are having artificial intelligence, robotics, all those, but you still need someone to have to write the software program that's going to run that robot. You still need someone to be able to look at the computers to see how they are doing whatever they are doing. You still need someone to be able to check the progress of the machinery that is producing something, or someone to maintain and service the machinery. So no matter how much machinery you have or technology you have, you still need people. You cannot run a business without people. You either need them for their physical effort, which is the labor as we know it, or for their mental effort, because some businesses are not physical. We have industries which are not physical at all, like insurance, all those require the mental effort of the person. They require the knowledge that the person has. And then you also need people for their physical labor, people who will be able to lift this and put it there and move this to another side and to do all those things that we do within our businesses. So this is the third factor of production. Then the last one that you need to have any business. Imagine you have the land, you have the capital, you have the labor. The only thing that you need there is the mindset. The mindset, we call it entrepreneurship. The mindset of running an idea. Do you know there are so many people that we see out there who have all the other three factors. Some of them are rich. They have warehouses which they can convert into businesses. They have the money to have as their capital. They can have the labor if they want, but what they lack is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, this is when you convert the idea of a business into an actual business. So as much as I will keep saying, I want to have a business, I want to have a business, I want to start selling something, as long as I'm still talking, it is not a business. It is an idea. The day that you will find me early in the morning, having bagged my scones and selling them by the corner there, that's when it becomes a business. I have converted the idea and I've started doing it. So an entrepreneur, this is the person who combines all those factors of production and makes it a product or a service that people will buy. So you are able to identify a gap in the market, and not only to identify, because many of us can see the gaps. We can see the gaps. We know that if I start selling shoes at this corner there, people will buy, because so and so such people, they pass by there. We know that we have the gap, we have the idea, but it is that person who will take a risk and invest their money, their labor into starting that business. Those are what we call entrepreneurs. Those are the entrepreneurs of the world. So they are the driving force, they are the brains, they are the mindset, they are the attitude that that person has. Even right now there's 19 of us. If someone wants to come and say, do you know that if you go to such a place and buy what can I say? And buy phones, and buy phones there. They are very cheap at that place. Then you take those phones to place B, to this place, and you sell them there. They will sell. All of us, the 19 of us, will be told the same information. But you might be surprised, only one person will be able to take that risk. The rest of us will start reasoning, will start thinking, what if they don't sell? What happens to my money? What if they are stolen? What if they are outdated? What if people don't, once you start doing that, you are lacking entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur takes the risk of a business. They identify the gap just like everyone else, and they do something about it. So entrepreneurship, like I said, it's a topic that we'll cover on its own. For now, I'll just, in closing, I'll just say an entrepreneur, the characteristics that they should have: innovativeness, they should be creative, they should have passion, they should be motivated, and they should have knowledge about that business. If you want to enter into a business that you don't have knowledge about, you research first. If you want to enter into gold mining and you know absolutely nothing, you research first. You find out, how do you tell that this is pure gold and this is not gold? How do you mine the gold? How do you, where do you sell? How do you transport it? You find out all those things if you are an entrepreneur. So this is just the introduction of what we are going to be covering. So as we go through this module, I will be, as much as possible, I'll be giving you examples. The reason why I do that is because I know examples are easier to remember. Right now, if tomorrow you were to be taken into an exam room and you are asked what are the 4 factors of production, you will most likely remember those that I gave you examples of. And the things that I did not give you practical examples, you might forget. So as we go through the module, I'll be doing that a lot. I'll be giving you real life examples, and so that we go to in one flow, we flow together. I see there are messages there. Someone asking, hi Susan, is this information is it module 1? Hi Mema, we're using the study guide. Yes, we all the information that we are going to cover is there in the study guide. Now what I do, everything that is in the study guide, we are going to cover it. That I can assure you. But I might not follow the sequence in the study guide because I want it to flow in a way that I can explain better. So I might not be able to follow it exactly the way it is in the study guide, but it will be there. We'll be covering it as we go. And by the time we finish, we would have covered everything. Let me just check. Let me just check something. I just want to open the study guide here. And we check together where we are. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the study guide. These are the topics, the 6 topics that I was telling you about. So the factors of production, you find them on factors of production. Okay, there they are. It's 1.4 in your study guide. 1.4 in your study guide. So like I said, we are going to cover everything. I will cover the way I believe is coherent to me, the way that will make you understand better. So, but everything that is in the study guide will cover it. So that was unit 1.4. Business and profit was 1.2, 1.1 is just introduction. The economic principle, there it is. That's 1.3, the one that talks about the circular flow, and then we have the factors of production. That's where I stopped there. The rest we are going to cover next week, the economic system and everything else. So that was our introduction. If anyone has a question, please, on what we have just covered, you can ask anyone if you have a question on what we have covered, or if you have a question on how we are going to proceed as we go forward, or a suggestion, anything, please, this is the time we can talk now. You can unmute if you want to ask a question.
Okay, hi, good evening. No, the reason that I was asking for if we're using the study guide, because I've noticed that your slide was too clear than the study guide, because I also opened the study guide. I did follow the study guide, but yours was simple, like where it's easy to understand.
Oh, okay, all right, all right. Yeah, I will be following the study guide, but like I said, where you read a lot of theory, at the end of the day, if we ask you tomorrow, you would have forgotten. But if we discuss in a way which gives you examples, when I talk of land, when I talk of the cows, when I talk of the minerals, you know, it makes it stick in your mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Anyone with comment or question?
A question for me.
Okay.
Just a quick one. Do you also use your prescribed textbooks?
I use a lot of material for research. I use a lot of material. What I would do is I would go to your study guide and see the topic, then I use my own research. Because already I'm assuming the study guide you have, there is no point in me coming with the same information, even though the headings will stick to that which is in your study guide. But the information inside, I will have to research from various sources, not specifically the recommended text or anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you need to research. Remember, when you are writing your assignments, you see when we do the assignments, you need for a 30-mark assignment, you need at least a minimum of 6 references. So that's 6 books or journals that you have read on that topic.
Sure.
Yeah. But don't worry, we'll do the assignment together. After we do the assignment class, you'll find that it will be easy stuff to write the assignment. Because I'll also bring a sample assignment anyway.
Okay. Can I ask if tomorrow we having any session of any other module?
Oh, I'm not sure. You have to ask James. I'm not sure because me, I'm only concerned with my own module, which is this one, and I've been told to be on Tuesdays. So your other timetables, I'm not sure. You have to ask James.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else?
Okay, yes, Susan. Before you go, I want to find out something.
Yes.
With you, are you also gonna use more or less the same method like in business finance? Because James told us to say, if we follow whatever he's presenting, then there's no need for us to go through a textbook because he will have done all the groundwork for us.
Yes, like I was saying, I'm going to do the research for you. I do the research, I bring it. Right now, you were given an assignment and you were asked to explain the 4 factors of production. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can write that you say right now. Yeah.
Yes.
So, in other words, do you still want to go and find more information, or already you
No.
have the
No.
you're already deep. Yeah. So I'm not saying don't research. I'm not saying don't read. I'm just saying I'll give you as much as I can.
Also meaning your information might be sufficient. Even if I don't go through extra material, I will be ready for the exam.
Yes. The exam also, remember, we are going to prepare for the exam in a way that leaves no room for failure, really. Because what we do is, for each topic that we have covered, we are going to take the past exam papers, maybe for the past 2-3 years. Then we look at all the questions that were asked on that topic, how they were asked, how we should answer them, so that surely by the time you get to the exam, I don't think you can have anything surprising. You will just be ready.
Okay.
Okay, noted.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, just a quick one. I think maybe just to follow up on the question the lady just asked me. I think what she wanted to ask is the issue of, like, in cases, because what we are doing here is mostly theoretical. Yeah? So like,
Yes.
let's say when writing where you need to cite, if in cases where you don't have like a physical textbook, like maybe you have like something like maybe a soft copy where we can reference that, like say, from this particular book, you got this information, then you can put it like as a citing. I think that's something maybe she wanted to ask. Thank you.
You. What happened, Nana?
She's still available, or she has got a network problem.
According to the list of participants, she's still here on the 17th one as VUT. So I don't know, maybe she's still consulting.
Okay, thanks.
The storm.
Hi, guys.
Oh,
Hi, can I ask you something while still waiting for her? And then, okay, I want to know that how should we get the invitation for the tutors? Because I was only added today for this module.
they usually post them on WhatsApp group.
On which one? Because I saw the one for yesterday, I saw on WhatsApp group, and then I saw it later. And then, but for today, I saw that I was just added.
Today there was another one. Yes, today's one was not from the same person as yesterday's.
Yes, that is confusing me because
Yes.
now the one for yesterday, I just saw in our group, not
I think
from.
the simpler method would be to, what I did is just WhatsApp James on that number that appears there on their poster. Then he
Okay.
would then add you to all these groups.
I think it's better, to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But this one
Yeah.
is from VUT straight.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And then and for yesterday as well, it was from VUT, but then someone posted in the group, so I was not added like today. So
So you
now
can
I
just
want
go to James directly, and then he will add you on all the groups,
to
like
James
on all
direct.
the modules of on all the
Okay.
modules of ADBM.
Did you
Okay.
did you first join from the Facebook? The first time
No.
I joined, I joined them from Facebook. So everything they do, it seems like I get it.
Is it?
I don't, yeah.
Uh,
I joined
okay.
I joined their sessions from the
Mm.
advert on Facebook. Yes. And then everything, when they change, I just get notification. Even if it's another group, I do see that
Is
it's
it?
another group. Yes. I don't know if
Yeah.
maybe that could be
So
a
for this
reason.
case now, it's better to ask James then to add to all the
James,
groups.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay then. Thank you.
All right. So are we moving? Oh,
I'm not sure now.
Susan is no longer around. Guys.
Hi guys, can I ask you guys, is there anyone having a problem with accessing the Gmail? I can't.
I cannot. I mean that one that they said we must create.
Yeah, the one from what's this main course?
I cannot open a create email with that thing. It's refusing.
Yeah, the same.
Just using mine. Yeah.
When I put the student number and admit student main course or something, it does.
Yes.
But for the password, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Yes. Since I got stuck there, I've been asking my what is student advisor, but still I'm not getting any help on it.
The same goes for me.
I wonder.
Did you send the message via the chat? Because me, I assisted. They assisted me.
I
in the
have
The
chat.
not.
chat where on the connect.
Yes, the connect. Yes.
I did, but I
Oh.
think my problem, I have time late. I think I must try
Okay.
post during
Yeah,
the
you
day
must
when they are all day. Yeah.
Yes. But they does respond even if you just put the message and you left, and then when you came back, you will see there is a message.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just
do
pop
that.
the message and then you can just log off. But when you log in again, then you'll see their response.
Okay, I
That's
just
very
saw my
good. Thank
questions,
you.
no response, but I'll try again.
So when are the classes starting? I haven't even checked because I'm still struggling to log in on the portal.
It's March,
Have
man.
you-
I think it's 11th of March, but it's March.
Have
beginning
you
of
gone
March.
through the what is it?
Orientation?
Because you cannot access anything unless you finish those things.
I
Not
still
to skip
haven't.
even.
I'm
Sorry,
still-
guys, when was that communicated? I'm lost with the Gmail and
It's on I've been receiving emails from.
Me too. Yours.
Yeah, I saw it on email.
Yeah, on your email after you register, ne?
Yeah,
You
after
get
you
this
register,
a
they
lot
start
of
sending you.
emails.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
they're
You
just
must
so
just
are you guys new student?
Yes,
Me,
I
I'm
am.
new
Yes.
student.
Okay, or maybe that's the reason.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I think the lady lost connection, or
Yeah.
is it me? I think so.
No, we are all together here except her. I think she
Yeah.
doesn't have
Carol,
anything
Like
anymore.
she was done with her presentation. So me, I'm also leaving, guys. We'll see each other again on Sunday. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
guys.
All right, thank you.
Please, before you leave,
Is there another WhatsApp group that we have on the side, except for the tutors, where we can ask each other some things? Because except for this, we wouldn't know a lot of things. And I'm still
Someone
confused on a
created
lot
it.
of things.
Yes,
Yes,
it was
yes.
created on
I think even yesterday.
Monday.
Was it?
On Monday.
Yes.
Yeah,
When
yesterday.
That one.
James was late. When James was late and we ended up not having a session, that's when someone created a WhatsApp for students only.
Oh, what is it written? Yo, I have so
It's
many
there.
WhatsApp groups.
It was posted on the yeah, no.
I think it's the ADBM S1 2023.
The one that says January
Oh,
2023.
Yeah,
It was
no,
posted there.
it doesn't say as in January. It says S1, semester 1.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay, the one that says S1. That's
Yeah,
the
with
one.
main Kosa logo.
Okay,
Oh,
at least.
guys,
Yeah, I have so many groups. I'm a bit confused.
yeah, me too, man. Even now I'm confused
Yeah,
because
there's a lot of groups, eh?
you said you're gonna say on Sunday. There's a class on Sunday. There is another tutor on Sunday.
What's
well,
for Sunday? Is
like-
it business finance?
It's the business finance on Sunday.
I think
Is it
I'm
that?
not sure, guys, but James is always making sure he's updating us. He will be seeing what it
Yeah,
is.
on that
We
group.
can always, even on this group, you ask, what is our
You
next
are-
session? Yes.
Yeah, because I don't. Okay, I think I must ask James to add me to those groups because
I think it's Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday. I'm not sure which day I'm missing. I think it's the Wednesday or Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's Thursday after that because about 4 modules, right?
But they
Yeah.
are going to issue a proper timetable beginning of March.
Yeah, once you pay
Mhm.
Yeah,
You mean for this
Oh,
for this session?
for the tutors, yeah.
for the
Yeah.
tutors. Yeah.
Okay.
So another thing about that, when we pay for the 300, is it for all of them or just one? 300
No, no,
each,
just one
300.
module for 750, they said.
Yes.
Now you're
750.
confusing yourself. There's one
You
for
must, guys,
300.
there is one for
And there's
300.
one.
Yeah, there
Which
is
one
one
is
for
that,
300,
guys?
which is Mr. Key, what, ne?
Yes.
Oh, yes, and then he only do the business finance and the microeconomics. So that is for Wednesday and Thursday.
Is he
So
part of the
that's
VUT team?
600 or
Hmm?
is it 300
Is he
only?
part of the VUT team, this Mr. Somebody?
Yes, I think so.
No.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
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 I don't think it is because
Not.
James said each module is 750. If you want all 4 of them, works out to 3,000 per
Yeah.
semester.
Yo,
Yeah, per
Jim.
semester.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's all
but
4 of them
is
per
a lot.
semester. So say being 750 each.
So with
Yeah.
that one, it's better that Mr. for Wednesday and Thursday because it's 300 per module per month.
Have you seen how
Are you
Mr.
in?
Somebody really takes his tutor things? Have you tested?
I did last week, the whole week.
How was it?
No, it's good because he's also doing the same thing that James doing because he said that he will share everything and even like tomorrow, then we'll go through the case study for business finance.
Yeah, this thing is
So
real, hey?
it's for 2 modules. And then so he doesn't do the management principle and another one, but it's only business finance and then microeconomics. So I was looking for someone for these 2 now. So at least I've got James for this one.
Okay. Are you a new student?
Yes, we're still student.
Okay. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know about this
Sorry
750
guys,
one.
I just want to ask, is there anyone had used the VUT before? Because I
Mhm.
don't understand because they
We are
scared
talking
of-
about them right now. We haven't started classes. So the VUT people, it's the one that we are just with now. The one who is helping us is the VUT person.
The classes will start in March. I think on the
Yeah,
11th.
Say,
no one
sorry. Say
So
again,
no
I
one
can't
has
hear you
ever
properly.
before.
we are saying that this was a class from VUT person. The classes, the proper classes for us haven't started. They are starting in March.
Yes.
So
No,
so there's
I'm
no one
asking,
who
is
used
there
it
anyone,
from last year.
is there anyone here on the group who had used the VUT? for assistant?
Me, it's my first time for this, James.
I'm also a new student, so I really don't know.
No.
I'm so confused.
Hey guys.
KB, this is the wrong group. You are confusing now. The 300 is not for this group. Just delete it.
The
If
300
you are
is not
able
for,
on your side. Yeah, the
no,
300
that's
is
what I'm
not for
saying. The
this group.
300 is for Mr. K, Kilo, what, but that is for Wednesday and Thursday. Tomorrow.
Guys, that 300, is it not for assignments and the other things?
No, for everything.
It gets
I
confusing.
last week. Paramisa, you were
It
there
is
as
the
well.
750. The 750 is for assignments until exams, until when you go to exam.
Or the 750?
Yes, he said so. He goes through everything with you to the end.
So you pay him like, isn't it 2 modules for him? So isn't it 1.5 or it's just 750 for both of them?
It's 750 per module per semester.
Who are we talking about? James here, right?
James,
WT.
yeah.
Yes.
So James is 750 per semester.
Yes.
For each module.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're doing 4, it's 750 times 4.
You are
3,000.
I'll take 2 because I already joined that one for 300. Oh, I don't know, guys.
I wish if there was a person like the question that was asked, a person that has used some of them so they can give us a review.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm also confused because somebody that I was working with said she didn't join any, but people who joined, they would pass with good marks. So the
That what
problem is that
my colleague told me as well.
yeah, she said that
That's why she
people who
advised
joined would get assignments and that the problem is that we don't know who did they join, isn't it?
That's the
We
problem.
just see a lot of people, there's Caldo, there's James, there's a lot of them.
They just add your number, eh?
Yeah, they just WhatsApp us on private and we also don't know them. You pick somebody without really knowing if they know it. And on top of that, they say they can do your assignment. What if they just copy and paste and then give you, and then you get that plagiarism thingy?
They help you. They help you on how to answer. I think when necessary, maybe they just say the answer as it is, if it's not really. But where you need to apply your mind, I'm sure they don't, because otherwise we will write the same thing.
Yeah,
I think that's why Susan was saying where you have to apply your mind, they give you guidelines as to how to answer.
Yes.
Yes.
So I saw there's KQ something. What is that? The KQM.
The K what? I think it's a one for 10 marks, 10%.
I think it's
something
the first one, multiple
first
choice, and then essay, and then an exam.
Yes. And yeah, that K what is not opened yet. I think they will open in April.
Yeah,
it's not open as yet.
I think it's going to be April to May for those.
I think assignments start in April. Maybe by then to be open.
Yeah, maybe then we would have understood because this is a lot, guys.
Okay.
Sure, I'm just confused.
That's me.
Yes, guys, let's join James. We're not gonna lose because we must pay half. We don't have to pay the full amount.
Oh, no, with the 750.
Yeah. So you can pay 750 divided by three module for 1 month. Then next month you pay 750 again for 3 module.
Also by installments.
Yeah, you can pay half. You don't have
Oh,
to
he did
pay
say
full amount.
installments are allowed. Yes, he did.
Yes, you don't pay full amount.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you have nothing to lose. If you see that you are not gaining anything, you can just pull out.
Yeah, for the one with the 300, share information there. But I think it's better. Yeah.
I want to ask someone as well. There's one person who texted me, I don't know them. They're offering classes as well, but I have not said anything to them. So I don't know the prices and whatnot. I'm just scared now. It's like there are a lot of people that they're just taking
I
advantage.
think at some point you just have to make a decision and just
Yes.
because this is
Yeah.
confusing. Most of them do that.
Yes.
You wake up the next morning and you're in a different group.
Yeah, because the lady that I'm talking about from work, ne, she said that there's a point where for financial what, ne, they joined and then they gave them this tutor that was telling them about ledgers. They were just confused. A lot of people joined because no, they saw this thing, it's so hard. Afterwards, that's when they realize, oh no, because they know that most of us come from different mode, what's this industry, in a sense that some of us did sciences, what, it's the first time that we see these things, ne? That's only they realized, oh, yo, for the lecture was better compared to that person who was giving them classes. But people had already joined. That was the problem. Yeah.
Hi guys, can I please suggest
now,
something?
guys. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
You guys,
Shamaine.
yeah, can you guys hear?
Suggesting.
Shamaine.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So I feel like I know there's that group that's for students only, right? But I feel like that's so small. And now I want to recommend a much smaller group. And I'm suggesting because already people here. It could be the people here, we can limit it to like 20 people, etc. And then in there, we can also, if we want, we can even schedule our own, like, we can break it down into like 25 minutes each session, just to like compare notes and make sure we on the same track. We all like kind of see and have the same for assignments, for exams or tests or whatever that we need to submit. So I don't know who's game, who's interested, because there's so many groups, even in that student group, there's just so many people, right? You don't know what to look at. The names are also all the same. That's another thing. All these groups are also titled the same thing. So I don't know who would be interested or who would be game.
Are you part of that Menkosa logo group? The one that says S1?
Yeah, but that's a group that I'm saying that it's very massive. You can't have an intimate conversation in there. I don't know if you get it. But that's only for those who are interested. If other people are not interested, it's you. I'm not that group. No, you can definitely still stay.
But the one for Menkosa logo is only us. No tutor there.
Let me actually go into that group. This is the group that was created yesterday, nah?
Yes, that one is only us.
Was it created yesterday or Monday? Oh,
Yesterday
it was
was
yesterday.
Monday.
Oh yeah. Oh my bad.
Okay, business finance. Yeah, there's so many groups here.
Oh, guys.
I even woke up in DMs of Menkosa for some reason.
Okay, it's 25 people, okay, which is fine. It's not bad at all. Okay, that's fine actually.
I just muted because it gets too busy during the day. It's disturbing.
I think what's also causing confusion is that people are doing different courses but the same modules. So sometimes they would be in the right group, but what would confuse them is that other people are doing a different course, yet you guys have that same model. So I think that's where a lot of confusion is also happening.
Yeah, I once joined the one for business maths. That's when I realized I have nothing to do with business maths. Or do we have business maths?
No, it's business finance for the
Yeah.
semester. But I understand
So
where you're coming from. You might find yourself in those, eh?
yeah.
The
So
nice thing
can't we
about
guys
James is
have
that he does say
one
that he
person?
combines people.
Yeah, can't we have one person just maybe post a wave in one of the groups, and then we'll just WhatsApp that person right now and then create our own smaller Nyana group for anything that we want to ask, for us only. Because you can't ask all the other
Oh,
group that is
exactly what I was
for
looking at.
everyone. Yes.
Guys,
So
this thing
in
is
the one that,
recorded, hey?
You saying?
yeah,
This thing is recorded.
actually that's good.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter. I can
So
keep it.
just
Yeah,
do
it
it
doesn't matter.
without saying it.
Okay, hey. How do we do it?
What happened to Susan? She just disappeared in jail.
I don't think it's
Yeah, see,
like
I think she's even driven home. Actually, she was not home.
Okay, bye-bye guys then.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Hmm? Had to stop. Hey, check. Hey, hey. Yara, why are you looking at me? Hey, don't let her borrow it.